a shot in the arm for the existing businesses on the east side, but it's also going to make new businesses want to locate here because they have better transportation and larger markets.
A shot in the arm for east side businesses in Buffalo. Back in March of 2024, more than a year ago, that's how Senator Chuck Schumer described a $100 million plan to transform Bailey Avenue here in the Queen City. But now Senator Schumer and other voices are sounding the alarm, worried that that funding is at risk. The redevelopment project along Bailey Avenue from South Park all the way up to Main Street would improve the streets, the sidewalks, even establish a designated bus lane. But Schumer says if the federal spending bill passes as is, it would cut almost all of that project's funding. And the bill is still struggling to pass in the House. Schumer has said he'll fight to save the money in the Senate version. But tonight we're going beyond that headline because 7 News is a voice for everyone, and we want you to hear from people who could directly benefit from this Bailey Avenue transformation. 7 News reporter Taylor Anthony spoke with 2 business owners along Bailey and a Buffalo councilman.
It's something that this neighborhood needs. It's the streets are very rough. The infrastructure is very old and it hasn't been touched in many years.
Robert DePasquale is the owner of ABC Hardware and Rental. His business sits right on Bailey Avenue, and he tells me a project like this is long overdue.
Having a bus rapid transit sounds like a phenomenal idea. I want to see it, actually up and running because there's still a lot of, in the city of Buffalo, a lot of transit use, so it would be ideal to have a lane that they want to dedicate towards that.
The city of Buffalo was awarded a $102 million grant for a full redesign of Bailey Avenue, including a bus rapid transit line and safety improvements. But now that funding may be pulled back due to a provision in the federal spending bill. Common Council member Rashid Wyatt tells me this project would be life-changing for East Side residents, bringing efficiency and equity to a community he says for too long has been left behind.
They're addressing the needs of those who may not have cars to be more efficient to get around. Was a huge plus for this community. And so for the third poorest city of our size to have something like this in this district in somewhat of a marginalized community was a huge asset that I was very much grateful to hear.
I hope to see it done. I hope the funding doesn't get cut because it's something that, I can't make any sense of cutting something when you need it.
Neighboring business owner Bob Cohen, who owns United Men's Fashion, he says a full-scale project may not survive.
I think it's just a question of maybe reprioritizing what they're trying to do. Maybe some of it needs to be rethought, scaled back a little bit, and reach some kind of compromise. That's what I'm hoping for.
I reached out to the NFTA on a statement regarding the future of the Bailey Bus Rapid Transit project. They responded saying, quote, "The NFTA is putting its focus and efforts on the next steps in the process, and we continue to advance this initiative," end quote. Taylor Anthony, 7 News, Buffalo.